of the 15 people, the original 15 as I call them, 8 of them have returned to their homes, to stay in their homes until fully recovered. 1 is in the hospital, and 5 have fully recovered, and 1 is, we think, in pretty good shape. And it's in between hospital and going home. So we have a total of, but we have a total of 15 people, and they're in a process of recovering, with some already having fully recovered.
The coronavirus spreading 1 day after the first confirmed death in the U.S.
Dr. Fauci said earlier this week that the lag in testing was in fact a failing. Do you take responsibility for that?
Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all. We're finding very little problem. Now, you treat this like a flu. This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear. We will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days.
We have thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that get better just by sitting around and even going to work. Some of them go to work.
If you are sick or not feeling well, stay home.
The Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. This is their new hoax.
We must put politics aside, stop the partisanship, and unify together as one nation.
And it's been 1 week since the World Health Organization declared the coronavirus a pandemic. The number of confirmed cases in our country is going up fast. Tonight, it reaches over 8,600 people. Note it has been nearly 2 months since the first case was diagnosed in this country. As you see, 140 total fatalities.
Anybody that needs a test gets a test. They're there. They have the tests. The tests are all perfect. Like the letter was perfect. The transcription was perfect. It will go away. Just stay calm.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yamiche Alcindor from PBS
Yes.
NewsHour. My first question is, you said that you don't take responsibility, but you did disband the White House Pandemic Office, and the officials that were working in that office left this administration abruptly. So what responsibility do you take to that? And the officials that worked in that office said that the White House lost valuable time because that office wasn't disbanded. What do you make of that?
Well, I just think it's a nasty question, because what we've done is, and Tony had said numerous times, that we've saved thousands of lives because of the quick closing. And when you say me, I didn't do it. We have a group of people. I could ask perhaps my administration, but I could perhaps ask Tony about that, because I don't know anything about it. I mean, you say we did that. I don't know anything about it.
You don't know about the reorganization that happened at the National Security
It's the administration.
Council.
Perhaps they do that. People let people go. You used to be with a different newspaper than you are now. Things like that happen.
But this was
Please go ahead. Good job.
Pretty abysmal situation. Where we are right now is that everybody is recognizing, oops, it was a big mistake by the Trump administration to obliterate the entire infrastructure of pandemic response that the Obama administration had created. Why did he do it? Well, it certainly wasn't about the money, because it wasn't a heavily funded program. It was certainly because it was Obama's program.
And explain, you're talking about the unit within the Centers for Disease Control.
No, we're talking about something much vaster than that. It was a special division inside the National Security Council, a special division inside of the Department of Homeland Security that Bozo was talking from, and collaborating centers in HHS headquarters in Washington, the Office of Global Health Affairs, and the Commerce Department, Treasury Department. But what Obama understood dealing with Ebola in 2014 is that any American response had to be an all-of-government response, that there were so many agencies overlapping, and they all had a little piece of the puzzle in the case of a pandemic. Just do this mental exercise with me, Amy. If we get to the situation where we're anything like what's going on in China right now, then our Department of Commerce, our Department of Transportation, and our Department of USDA would have to collaborate to get food deliveries all over America so that parts of America don't starve. And you could see in China convoys, hundreds of 18-wheeler vehicles completely full of food coming into Wuhan every single day. Do we have the capacity to coordinate that? What the Obama administration realized was that you can't corral multiple agencies and things from private sector as well as public sector to come to the aid of America unless you have some one person in charge who's really the manager of it all. And that in his case, it was Ron Klain, who had worked under Vice President Biden, and he was designated with an office inside the White House to give orders and coordinate all these various things. Well, that was all eliminated. It's gone. And now they're hastily trying to recreate something.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. Two very big words.
I surrender and volunteer for treason.